Alright guys, we have a massive gate for the B class tonight. 30 riders will be joining us here. Let me see if I can add a gain filter on my desktop audio because my in-game is turned down just a little bit. There we go. Can you guys hear the bikes pretty well? Alright, very cool. So here we go, guys.
Can you guys hear me pretty well?
Yeah, let me make sure Paradox is turned up a little bit. I think they should be able to hear you, so. Alright, let's see how this goes. B class, Moto number 1 for round 2 of Backyard MX. Looks like it
we'll
might,
get the post shot.
Yep. Looks like it might be Vinny and Nye up front here in first and second, but one shot on the Verb Moto Yamaha was in a good position, but he ends up going over the berm, so he's going to be pushed back really far through that pack. That's not a good start for one shot here tonight. It's Vinny Vincent on the Tryhard Kawasaki in second, but Hubchap, fan favorite here, Hubchap pushes his way up and is in a front position. But he has got a lobby behind him tonight, guys. We have new riders in from the A class who have joined into B this week. Moved down, but not necessarily according to skill. We're trying to balance out the classes. So Vinny's in first, Hubchap in second, Phil is in third, Phil Doyen on the old dad's Kawasaki. Iago is in fourth. Oh, McCracken goes over the berm, so that puts Dirteen with Wicked Racing into fifth. So it's just so crazy. It's going to be such a good night of racing, guys. Take a look at these riders here as they hit this uphill triple.
Big
lot
train
of action to be prepared for. And man, look at that whole shot could have been crisp for one shot, but he ends up getting pushed back very, very far. So here, guys, let's go up front here. Where is Vinny on my list? Vinny Vincent. There he is. Alright, so let's get into it. So like I mentioned, we've got Vinny Benson sitting in first, Hubchap in second, trying to run him down and get an early lead here in Moto number 1 and start to check out. But these guys aren't letting him go anywhere. Phil is still in third, Iago is still in fourth, and Zink has now moved up past Dirteen into 5th place spot.
Oh, there's a big pile up at the 180.
Down
man, riders
here,
down.
Riders down everywhere, so a lot of stuff happening. It's Vinny and it's the Vinny and Hubchap show as we open up our first lap, guys. These two are pushing hard, trying to get ahead of the pack, stay out of the drama, and have a clean 20-minute moto. The Tryhard gear's looking fresh, but this privateer Hubchap is trying to show why he needs to be signed as they come up Godzilla. He might have got into Vinny a little bit there and touched him, but Vinny ends up keeping it up on 2 wheels, so. Phil is still on the hard charge. The hard charging Phil Doyen, as he's lately been dubbed. Iago with the Power Dream team, and it's still Zink, so. We'll wait for timing and scoring to update here at the end of our first lap. And guys, remember, you can check out Resolute Kraken's stream on a second tab or in a second monitor. He has full timing and scoring up on his stream currently. So basically what we are presented here in game on this small leaderboard will be given to you plus much more on his stream. So if you're interested in seeing rider lap times, if you're interested in seeing last lap times and positioning, then check that out. So man, what a good battle here between Hubchap and Vinny. It's been pretty much two full laps, and they are still as close as they were. Phil is not letting them check out. Santana's not letting them check out. Dirteen has fallen back. McCracken actually has pretty much hard charged his way up through the pack. Not too long ago, he went down the berm just after the step down past Godzilla, and now he has moved up into 7th place. So good ride by McCracken here, one of our A-class riders who was moved down to B. So again, just a little bit of a balancing act here, guys. That stuff will still happen throughout the Backyard MX series. That's just the name of the game. But yeah, so good racing here. Almost a little over 4 minutes in. I love watching the B-class motos because it's really like every class gets a little more intense, but the season 2 of Backyard MX B class, you know, these are guys who, for the most part, a majority of them could potentially qualify into PDMX on any given night, as long as they're, you know, riding to their best ability. So when you see them riding to their best ability, oh, and Vinny goes down, and Hubchat makes the pass for the lead. So is Vinny's going to have to hard reset, and this track might not clear for a minute here. He does get up, but he ends up getting pushed back to 6th behind BMX. So now Phil is going to have to put on his hard charging helmet here and try to catch up to Hubchat if he wants to take the lead away from him. But it's Zinc with the SVN Racing team, or 7 Racing team, in 3rd. Santana and BMX are still not wanting to let him go anywhere. So Hubchat and BMX, 2 riders who have moved up into B class from lower classes, and you can see that they are clearly front runners here. So man, what an unfortunate fall for Vinny. Now he has got to run away from McCracken and Yorks as they get together over that tabletop, and McCracken's the one who pays the price. So that's 2 big incidences that have caused McCracken to lose some positions. He only loses 2 there, but look who it is. He's got Mr. Nye on the Bud Racing Honda, who's coming up behind him, LVN with Wicked Racing, Cole on the Horizon Racing Honda, and then it keeps going from here. It doesn't stop. So let's move back up here and see what is happening. Where is Phil? So here is Hubchat as he launches it into the sand rollers there before Godzilla, and Phil is behind him with Zinc. So let's take a look here at the kind of lap times we're looking at for Phil. Phil's running a 151. Hubchat's got a 148. Okay, but so does
the
Zinc.
amount of riders that are under 150 is insane.
Yeah,
B class is not being around.
Yeah, during our Ironman qualifying sessions in preseason, everybody in the B class was running sub 150. So those are the lap times that we expect to see, honestly. And Hubchat he's in the lead because of a good start. He's checked out because of of whatever reason. But as you can see, he's got the competition behind him who's running similar lap times to catch him. So Hubchat has to keep it clean too. This is not a gimme race for him. If these guys behind him stay consistent and stay up, they'll capitalize on any mistakes that Hubchat makes. He's got a 5-second gap on Phil, almost 6 seconds now. That might grow at the end of this lap, we'll see, but that's still not much. You go over a fence, you go over a berm, you get slow physics, you get stuck, anything can happen. So much, good luck to Hubchat, but he's gonna need it because this is the B class, guys. Santana's still in 3rd, BMX in 4th. Vinny has now pushed his way up from 7th to 5th as he is hard charging here, trying to make a pass on BMX and Santana. Let's go out a little wider here.
Oh, BMX and Yago goes down.
Yep,
and
they
Vinny
do go
makes
down.
the pass.
So Vinny does make that pass, as well as Yorks. Yorks has now moved up. I think, where is Phil? Phil might have gone down because now the gap between him and Hubchat has grown.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Either he tipped over or that's just the gap between him and Hubchat. But Vinny's moving back up. Here's Yorks, BMX, Santana, and this should be Dirteen. Yep, as well as McCracken. So look at the gap here between this pack and everything that's happening back here. This is the struggle bus right here, guys. These are the riders who any of them could be moved up to the front, but whether it was a bad start or other accidents that have occurred, these guys are all in that position that many of us, all of us, know all too well, which is just having to grind through the pack to get a clean track and allow your fast laps to carry you to the front. So this is the pack right here that is going to push each other to try to catch up to Hubchat. Let's take a look here at where... Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this battle for 3rd here between Vinny, Yorks, and BMX. York's getting a good drive through there, makes the push up to the tabletop, bar to bar with Vinny. He's prime time for the inside line here. He takes it, BMX tries to get it as well, but it's still Vinny who slips in between the middle of them and pushes his way up through and stays in front of the pack. So no dirty passes there, all clean riding. These riders have the technical wherewithal to battle with each other and keep it clean, hopefully. BMX might have almost got into York's a little bit, but they are side by side coming over the rollers. Here we go, guys, back across the start straight. What's going to happen here? York's takes the inside and makes the move up on BMX, or rather keeps him pushed back. These guys are tethered onto Vinny, man. Vinny's got, I mean, he doesn't really have any breathing room, but he's not banging bars with these guys, and they are just, they're tethered. They're not letting him go anywhere, so.
Yeah, Vox, I don't think Phil has fallen because Upchat has not done one lap over 150. Upchat is just doing eaters after eaters after eaters. It's crazy.
Yorks goes down at the top of Godzilla. Yeah, man, he's cooking, so we'll see how it turns out here. But yeah, Yorks goes down in that battle, so that gives the position away to BMX. Where is Phil here? There is Hubchap. Here is Phil. Alright. So here we go. Uh-oh. Vinny goes down. It's BMX who now makes the pass. So Vinny falls back to second, or third rather. But now he has got Santana, Yorks, McCracken, Dirteen, and Cole all in a train here. Cole's lagging a little bit behind, but these other riders are pushing hard. So depending on what happens here, I mean, this is just how racing goes. You get into a battle, you get into hyper focus mode, and you start riding clean, fast laps, keeping the race pace of those around you. So what we could see here soon is BMX getting caught closer by Phil and Vinny. I guess Phil has gone down now, so we should see BMX move up into second. But then this pack of riders here is going to push themselves up. So if BMX, Phil, and Vinny don't maintain a faster race pace, man, we could see a 7-way battle here for second place sometime soon. But you see, I mean, just in that last lap alone, okay, Vinny went down, let BMX get by. Phil went down, who was in second, and got caught up here as he gets in here with Vinny and goes down again. So these are the mistakes that are happening in the back of the pack while Hubchap has got a clean race ahead of him. That's, you know, in my opinion, I think Hubchap's lap times and his skill match that of A or B. Like, that's probably a little bit of a debated topic within the community right now, but the thing is Hubchap's real magic, the real reason why he keeps winning these races like this is because he's getting these clean hole shots and he's checked out. And tonight it's not because he's on a 450. So all the bike sizes are the same. So shout out to that man and his ability, but this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't get that clean start. Phil's gone down, Vinny's gone down, BMX has gone down, so now you've got, let's see here, BMX is in second, and he's already started to put a gap and check out. Dirteen has moved up into third. Phil has fallen back to fourth. So the pack just keeps changing. What a battle, though, between these guys right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Normally
no,
in these
Cole goes
other,
down and slows up McCracken and Yorks, but they end up getting by cleanly, so Cole's going to fall back to probably 8th place there. Oh, Yorks looked like he almost cross-jumped McCracken, but he didn't. Man, so you know, for Ironman, this is a track where, you know, I mean, it can bite you. It can bite you just like that. Cole goes over the berm into the fence. The A class is running Florida Tracks and Trails tonight, which is more wide open. So these kind of long-winded, long-train battles are stuff that you can expect to see on a track like FTT. So seeing it here on Ironman is not only fun to watch, but it's just, you know, it just represents how stacked the B class is. No matter where you look, you've just got a long train of riders. So let's go back on board here with Phil for a moment. So BMX coming down the downhill as Dirteen is just now pushing up in third, Phil in fourth. Battle between Santana, Yorks, And McCracken is still... Oh no! Phil goes down in this corner just past Godzilla, so that's going to push him back even further. Now there's a gap between third and fourth. The separations between the top three aren't occurring because the front runners are checking out. It's occurring because these riders are going down. Santana here, battling with Phil, so let's see. Phil's got to keep it clean, man. He's a hard charger, but this is a stacked pack. Sounds like Yorks and Santana might have got into it together. So now Vinny, Cole, and LeMunyon. We haven't seen LeMunyon all moto, and here he comes.
Man, this battle has been together for like 5 or 6 laps. It's crazy.
LeMunyon with the Wicked Racing team. And let's see. Everybody's probably going to opt to just continuously stay in this line and rail this outside. It's the fastest, so unless you're bar to bar, you might as well fall in line and find another place to pass. See, we've got a battle here, a close battle for third place between Dirteen and McCracken. Another battle here between LeMunyon, Cole, and Vinny. Well, it was a battle for 6th place, but Cole and Vinny get in together. So McCracken, guys, McCracken he's had some bad luck, but he keeps charging his way back to the front. He has been so far outside of a podium position many times in this moto and keeps finding his way back up front. So, you know, I feel like in moto number 2, if he can keep it clean and consistent, then we will see McCracken up front, potentially in the lead. Yeah, I've got Resolute Krakens timing and scoring up on the second monitor. So as of last lap, Hubchap's last lap was a 148. His best is a 147. But BMX, sitting in second place, ran 1 second faster than Hubchap last lap. He also ran a 147. McCracken, who's had some difficulties getting up and on the move, who I probably crashed last lap, had a 151. Dirteen is running 159s. So the gaps here between Hubchap and BMX is 13 seconds as of now. Dirteen is back by another 16 seconds, I think, off of BMX. We will see for sure now. Oh, that is even more severe, but Dirteen has cuts. Dirteen has 5 seconds worth of cuts, so McCracken doesn't have any that I can tell.
Man, Hubchap is already coming up on lappers.
Phil and LeMunyon here in a battle for 5th. We'll check in with Hubchap in just a minute. I want to see what happens here between good old Phil Doyen and LeMunyon. Two of my good buddies here in this community. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought Dirteen went down, but he did not. LeMunyon's going to try to make a pass on Phil and make it stick and catch up to his teammate and see if they can hard charge through the pack. Man, he closed the gap, so alright, we will come back to this. Let's take a look here as, yes, Hubchap is getting into lap traffic. He's going to start making a pass on LVN, Smickle. Frosty here on the MXB Mods Honda could end up getting in that. Frosty going around the roller there. Liquor now coming back through the start straight. Man, One Shot sits in 19th. That is unfortunate for our Season 1 winner. One Shot is currently running... Yeah, his best is a 152, so he's a sub 150 rider, but when you're in 19th place, it's hard to get a clean track and just have a fresh run at it. So, but look at this, BMX is still sitting in second, McCracken in third as he crosses the finish line, Phil is in fourth, LeMunyon in fifth. battle here between Zink. It's Yorks and Vinny. They seem to be sharing the same misfortunes this moto, because they have been pretty much side by side since their incidents have occurred. Jojo on the Factory Goon Cowie. Dennis with the Try Hard Racing team. Starting to spread out here. The 20 minutes is up almost. Battles here and there, but man, look at the Try Hard Racing kits. Good looking bikes for sure, as well as the Power Dream stuff. One shot goes down, so he's going to lose positions to Liquor and Frosty as well. So a three-way battle here as we come into the back section, as we start to round out this lap and head under the bridge. Frosty in one shot pretty much bar to bar here as they come into this turn. One shot hugs it tight and keeps it inside. Yep, he cuts it in. So one shot able to make the pass on Frosty and on Liquor, because Liquor goes down at the finish line. So one shot makes up 2 positions there.
Upchap is catching up to the battle.
Yep,
It's going to be a hard one to pass.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching a battle between one shot Frosty and Liquor as Liquor goes down in the background. But also
And here comes Upchap.
You can see Upchap. Upchap has charged up and is about to start lapping here up to 20th. So here's your race leader, guys. Hubchap, the privateer. I wonder if he'll stay a privateer. Maybe he's just about that privateer grind. You know, I heard
he's probably getting his
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
he's probably getting his DM blown up.
I don't think one shot slap didn't count. I mean, there's a possibility. It's Iron Man, so I'm expecting to have to correct results here tonight, but he went down in the whole shot and had a really bad start, and there's 30 riders in this race, so he's moved his way up to 20th at least.
No, his lap counted. Man, Upchat going to those lappers without a problem.
Hey, I'm trying to help you, Larson. All right.
What's correct?
Yeah. Alright. So let's take a look here as BMX is 12 seconds back, maybe a little further. But the 2-lap card is about to come out for Hubchap here. So the traffic that he's going through, okay, it's important that we keep an eye on how these lappers handle him coming through. But you got to show respect to the fact that these guys are battling amongst themselves as well. So, but it's still important. They do need to respect blue flags for Hubchap here. So, but that being said, lap traffic is still going to slow you up no matter what if you've got riders in your line. So this could be the opportunity that allows BMX to catch up.
Oh. Or slow BMX down, because Hubchat's not having a problem.
Yeah, Hubchap's getting through it cleanly. The question is, can BMX? And as this track starts to just get beat down, it becomes a little bit harder to just maintain race pace. So yeah, Barbara, the ongoing conspiracy theory, and I told Hubchap this, so it's no news. The ongoing conspiracy theory was that Hubchap was an undercover A-rider who was just treating the BMX or the BYMX series like a Mortal Kombat and just climbing his way through the ranks for fun. So the theory was, let's put Hubchap in A and see who doesn't show up. But Hubchap also races aerial 250s, so it'd kind of be a little hard to race aerial 450 and 250 at the same time for some of the riders who we joked about Hubchap potentially being. But I think he's just, man, I think he's a bit of a prodigy, showing up to the scene and just getting it done. So here we go, guys. White flag lap coming out for your race leader, Hubchap. Last lap. So let's take a look back here and see what is happening between McCracken and LeMunion. No, we're still good. So this is a battle for third, maybe? Yeah, this might be the battle for third place here between McCracken and LeMunion. They're about to have their white flag lap with 13 in tow just behind them. Let's see if they can keep it clean. McCracken takes the inside. LeMunion slows up. Doesn't make that contact there. Could have been easy for LeMunion to go down in that scenario, but he's a smart rider, so he comes through, makes the same pass back on McCracken, but it doesn't work out. He ends up tucking the front there just before the finish. It was a clean pass, but maybe he carried a little bit too much speed trying to get back through. So now he falls, and his teammate Dirteen has now caught up, and so he is going to try to make a pass on McCracken for third. So McCracken has just under, about a minute 45, a minute 30 left here to hold off Dirteen and take a podium position here in Moto number 1.
Upchap running the cleanest race you can ever run. Never went down once. All his laps were sub 150s. Very impressive.
Uh-oh, McCracken gets into a little bit of trouble. I think he tried to scrub that too hard, so he goes down. So Dirteen has now secured the third place position with his teammate LeMunion in fourth, and it's back to Phil Doyen. We lost sight of Phil a little bit earlier in the moto as he had some race troubles and lost positions, but Phil has now moved back up and is currently sitting in fifth place. So unfortunate for McCracken, but he has fallen out of that podium position. Of course, cuts could still come into play, so we will see who has them, and if so, how much. But it should be Phil Doyen here wrapping out our top 5. So let's take a look here as your... oh no! Dirteen goes down after the berm. He's going to crash it in the sand rollers. LeMunion's going to send it, try to make one final run for his teammate. Maybe he plays nice. He wasn't close enough anyways, so... uh-oh, Dirteen goes down at the finish. Dirteen's lap isn't counting.
Oh
right,
no.
We'll take a look at that. That was probably technically a third place finish for Dirteen, so... but as you could see there, he went down at the finish and his front tire went right through that.
Alright. Is everyone... no. Let those riders finish. Oh no, Vinny. What happened? He was up front in the beginning.
Right there. That's what we talk about with these laps not counting, guys. On Ironman, here's how it happens. When you go between this blue pole and these yellow track markers right there. That's exactly what Dirteen did. So I don't think it counted, did it? Maybe he has cuts, but all right. All right, yeah. Yeah, he's not falling back further than that. It just looked like it. So, all right, guys. Let's see here where we sit with the rest of the riders who are finishing out their lap here. Moreno comes across. Linkow is still riding. Beloka just cruising his way to a finish. And I think that will be it. So yeah. Alright guys, we'll capture some results here.
I exported him.
You got them?
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so into Moto number 1, your top 3 riders for this race are Hubchap, BMX,